you feel have developed in your game? What are the things that you felt have developed the most from fall when practice started through this point of December?
I feel like one of the things that developed the most was just, I guess, my IQ in terms of like just spacing on the floor. Trying to move without the ball and just trying to be at the right spot at the right time. So I can get the best opportunities. I feel like that's something that's that really that I kind of improved on. So.
And then with you're getting minutes here and there. What's Mike Woodson's message to you as far as, okay, here's what you need to do to have an even bigger role moving forward?
Just to be consistent with my performance. There's like some games where I didn't really show up, and there's some games where I did. Like, for example, some of the earlier games, I was able to make impact on the game. And some other games, like Syracuse and the away games, like I didn't really make that big of an impact. And he let me know, you know what I mean? So he just let me know that he just let me know that I have to come in, make an impact, and that will keep me on the floor. So
thanks, man.
Justin.
It's just keeping going on that. I mean, how do you feel like the just change in offense and defense has helped your game in terms of, Coach Woodson's system? How do you think that's played to your strengths? Has that allowed, I guess some parts of your game to come out more?
I feel like Coach Woodson's new offensive and defensive, what's the word? Like, philosophy has been able to, amplify my my game because I feel like with his defense, like one thing that he says on his defense that he implemented was like, so every time like the ball's on like the strong side, the weak side, it's supposed to be like the rim, the slot, and the nail has to be filled. And I feel like having that thing set up, it's allowed us to guard a lot of different actions regardless of what's going on. And I feel like for me personally, like we usually have like the bigger guy on the rim, and I feel like I'm able to make plays and at the rim defensively and get out and guard whoever's on the backside, whether it be like 2-3-4-1, and I'm able to with my versatility I'm able to get out and guard. But that's defensively. But offensively, it's more free. There's a lot of off-ball movement going on. Like there's like a lot of different opportunities or a lot of different options for the point guard to make a play. So I feel like, and like it's also a lot of opportunities to break off the play, make a move, depending on how I read the defender. So that's something that I feel like really helped a lot. So.
Kevin.
During the last few games, you guys have shown flashes of high-level play, but sustaining it, I guess, for both halves has been maybe an issue. How much of an emphasis is that for the next few games here in December? And is there anything you put your finger on, or why it maybe hasn't sustained for a full 40 minutes?
I'm not really sure, the reason why, that occurred, but all I know is that we are like talking about what happened last game against Wisconsin. It was a game that we should have won, and we are learning from the experience. So like this team is in a rebuild kind of a phase with Coach Woodson coming as a new coach. So I feel like we're still gonna have some slip ups, which is kind of inevitable in the path of trying to be where we used to be at. So I feel like we're learning though. We're getting better each day. We're getting we're trying to bring back where we was at.
Tyler.
Hey Jordan, I hope you're doing well. You had mentioned earlier in the season that you felt like Coach Woodson was giving you a lot of confidence. What does he do or say to give you confidence?
Like some of the things that he says and does to give me confidence is just in practice. Like every time, like I guess make a mistake or I do something that that wasn't written up, like he would get on me. But after he would get on me, like he would like let me know like this is like to help. I mean, it's not like one thing that he always say is like I'm just coaching. I mean, like so like regardless of how it comes out, if it comes out like him yelling or anything like that. Like he always ends it with, I'm just coaching. You know what I mean? So it kind of like helped me out in terms of like, he's coaching me. He just wants wants me to do the best, and he wants me to get better. So.
Last question, Alex.
Jordan, going back to something you said earlier, just paraphrasing here, it sounded like you said you've had games where you have shown up and games where maybe you felt like you haven't shown up. When Coach Woodson talks to you about that, like how do you process kind of what he's saying, and what, like when you mentally, like when you have a performance where you play really well and where maybe you don't play as well, do you think there's anything different in terms of your mental approach?
Can you repeat that question again?
Well, I'm just saying, like earlier you said that Coach Woodson has kind of talked to you about games where you play well and then you have games where maybe you don't show up. And then I'm just kind of curious, like what he says to you after that to try to maybe encourage you to move forward. And do you feel like when you're playing well, are you approaching the game mentally any differently than maybe when you don't play well?
Not really. Like I feel like I always have the same kind of mental approach going into a game. But I guess the difference of me, like, I guess, not playing well, like, or just not showing up, and me showing up was in terms of Coach Woodson, how he, talks to me, I guess it's just like, it's a good question, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. All I can say is that I really just come into the game with the same kind of mental approach, really. Coach Woodson always, tries to get me going, saying like, go into the game with aggression, make the smart plays and do all that kind of stuff. He's always trying to, be positive. But like sometimes, I'm not going to always have, an amazing game. It just happens, you know what I mean? So, but I always go into the game with the same kind of mental approach, just trying to be aggressive and just trying to make an impact on the game.